Prey, the 2005 game from 3D Realms. Now, Prey is about a magical Indian who uses his science powers to become alien hawk spirits and solve puzzles on the planet Talos 1. Now, this game is rated M for blood, language, use of alcohol, and violence. Now, I'm especially concerned about language. Me personally, I don't speak any Native American languages, but I hear that you have to be really mature to understand most Native American languages. So, anyway, let's get started. I hear this is a really good shooter and kind of a puzzle and a mystery game, really. So it's a really similar game to Half-Life 2. Now that's the one where you go to the underwater objectivist city and inject the magic chemicals that give you genetic powers. And this is really, I mean, it's one of the best games. I remember the opening of that where there's the plane crash, and then you have to use your Pet Boys coupon to get a free car. Now, something interesting about this game is that the planet Talos 1 was actually inspired by the Genesis planet from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. This information was revealed in one of the interviews that John Carmack did after making the game. He was interviewed in Time magazine and talking about how it's based on, essentially, it's a rehash of the Doom engine. And the Talos 1 planet being based on the Genesis planet was just kind of a reference to Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. And the reason that they inserted that was because with Genesis, it has the life-enhancing, life-creating capability, but also the power to destroy life. And that dichotomy really comes in with gameplay mechanics of turning into a hawk spirit versus turning into the hawk spirit versus just being the regular Doom guy. So you play as the character Morgan Webb, who is a game reviewer who grew up on the Indian reservation, and she does game reviews for ZDTV and Tech TV. Now, when I was checking the stats for this game when it came out, I found that it scored really high on the quality metrics that I care about. Those are speed, power, motion, dynamics, and mechanics. All 5 of those were very high. Similar, I mean, the only other game that I've played that had similar power levels was probably, I would have to say it was Tetris Attack on the Nintendo 64. So based on an analysis and really a synthesis of these 5 dynamics, I've come up with an overall rating for this game of, it's basically 3 Vaughns from Final Fantasy XII. It's 3 Vaughns out of 7. Now, I would be tempted to throw a Balthier in there, but this is a Vaughn-based rating system, so I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Vaughn was thrown in script-wise, just kind of after they already, because there was that whole fiasco where they changed directors. So anyway, they threw Vaughn in because he tested better for the player demographics. But anyway, that's why out of the speed and the power especially influenced that decision to make it a 3 Vaughn out of 7 overall rating. And that's for Prey, which is based on Duke Nukem 3D. So you can find Prey at most Target stores, and I think you can also get Prey at, well, okay, it really depends, but usually Walmart's gonna have Prey. Sometimes they're out of stock. I found mine at, actually I found it at Dollar General. I don't think that's normal, but I found mine at Dollar General. So this is I paid $35 for it. This is a little high. I think it's actually, you normally pay $34. Now I'm playing the version on the Sega Genesis, but I think most players would prefer the Xbox version. That's the Microsoft Xbox from 2000.